Hey, what up? What up, YouTube? It's me again. You're probably wondering where I've been, and I haven't been anywhere, but this is where I'm at now. Yeah, I've been in Europe for like 2 weeks now, and I think this is the best I have felt. And this is the nice view. We're right outside of Zermatt in Switzerland, in a little town called Tasch. And I am in Tasch, but I rode a little taxi up to a little village up in the town, and there's a lot of Tasch cows. One of my friends just told me that was a joke or something, so I decided to say it. But yeah, this is super pretty. There's glaciers everywhere. Sadly, I'm only here for one night, and then I'm hitting the Glacier Express tomorrow, which should be super fun. That's the main reason I came up here, but it's good to be here, and it's good to know places like this for the future when I come back with a more structured trip. And a trip that I will, visit the places I really love rather than all of Europe, because wow, this is insane. I don't know if there's bears up here, but it would definitely be super fun to see bear in the distance. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on any pretty new sights that I see. What up? I'm back. Just met some people from Belgium all the way up here. They're staying in a hut, which is ideally what I wanted to do. But since I booked this whole trip about 2 weeks before I left, and every other place I've stayed here like 2 days before I showed up, they were all booked up. So that's quite unfortunate. I'm kind of jealous that they get to stay up here for a few days in the huts and explore, because that's what I really wanted to do. It is truly gorgeous up here, and the clouds are moving away from those peaks, and those glaciers are just looking even better in the sun. And yeah, I think hiking to where one of the huts are, just for a little day trip, I guess. It's about 4:35, so hoping to make it back by kind of dark before the doors lock. I don't know how to use the code. Also, I need to figure out how I'm going to get down tomorrow for the train ride in Zermatt and get there early in the morning, because it's like a 3-hour hike from where I'm staying to the train station, and there's no public transport up here. So this is a little valley, so I'm kind of screwed if it is like that. I think that's a little hut right there where I'm staying, right next to the left peak where the clouds are kind of covering it. There's a little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that might be where I'm headed to. I don't know. I just want to get to something that is pretty scenic. Obviously, this is super scenic. There's a nice river. It kind of reminds me of like Hawaii. But yeah, I want to get to somewhere that's really cool and just sit down for a little bit, and then I'll have to start my trek back down. But like I was saying earlier, it's really nice to be back in the nature. I've missed it. This is what we have so far, and wow, let's go. I think I have about 30 or 40 minutes till I'm at the hut, and hopefully be really nice. Sorry, the angle doing that. Hopefully there's a really gorgeous view up here. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I spot something else that is interesting. What up? I'm pretty much at the top of where I wanted to be. I guess for just being here for a few hours during the day. It's a good little place to be. This is the place where I'm at. I don't know if you can see it. I'm only doing it on one screen, but I wanted to go up to that ridge. I talked to some of the people here, and they said that they need a lot more equipment than what I have. There's like crevices up there, so I need a tour. However, this is also a super pretty cross, a good view. Yeah. But however, I asked for some pictures, which was really fun to see, and there were like cabins on the side of cliffs. This is also. There were like cabins on the side of the cliffs that they camped on, which seemed pretty intense. So I think if I went up there, I would have definitely been a little bit underprepared. Could have fallen in a crevice. This is, the place, top. So pretty. Just can't get over it. But yeah, I would definitely could have fallen in a crevice, could have fallen off a cliff. Probably would have started freezing because, man, the temperature dropped. Yeah, the clouds got thicker, the sun went away, I got higher. Just kidding. Elevation. And it's cold now. So I'm glad I didn't hike any farther. But this house right here is really cool. I would like to stay here for like 3 or 4 nights. Especially when it wasn't cloudy for the sunsets. Also, I'd have to bring some this is what I'm going down right now. Sorry, I'm a little focused on what I'm going down. All the birds are chirping. Yeah, I would like to bring climbing equipment, maybe learn how to climb a little bit before I did this, because I think everybody in there was a climber, especially what he showed me. It looked pretty intense for what they were doing, especially near the tops of the places. Yeah, it was just a cool vibe. They were all, I think they'd already all gone on their hikes today, their climbs, or everybody's already left for the cabin. So people were just playing cards, sitting, enjoying this amazing view. Holy. And drinking beer, and they were preparing dinner for everybody. I played a game of chess by myself, hoping to have someone play with me. Sorry. Hoping to have someone play with me, but no one came over and sat next to me, unfortunately. I think they saw my openings and were like, damn, he's too good at chess. I don't want to embarrass myself, so I want to play chess, but I played my own thing of chess, and I left before dinner. Because that would just make me jealous of them all eating in front of me, and then me having to realize I have to hike all the way back down to the town, which hopefully it only takes 30 minutes to an hour, because I'm getting cold. Apparently it snows at night is what the guy says. So all these on the glaciers, so all these clouds coming in might be snow clouds, and if that's the case, I might be cooked. I was just thinking about like animals and stuff on this path, and me getting eaten by a bear. But way up there at the top of that peak, I don't know if you guys will be able to see at all, but there's a pack of about 20 mountain goats, I believe is what they are, just roaming around. So that gives me hope that there is more food than me out here for a bear. And there's also a lot of cows down the village. I don't want to get eaten by a bear. That'd be unfortunate. At least I would die a painful death, and a death in a place where it's super pretty, and I have this on video so people can kind of see what it's like. But look at that. I think I could definitely snowboard down that if there was snow. It'd be gnarly and it'd be tight, but those chutes, wow. That'd be a long hike up there in the winter though. Super long. It's definitely getting dark. Looks like there's some weather coming in. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. I'd probably honestly rather it snow right now, because if it rained I would be drenched by the time I get back, and that would not be okay. One cool thing that there is here is these little boxes up here on the right side. They all have some type of Mary or other people in the Bible with flowers, and I think it's because of all the deaths that have occurred in this area from climbing and just exploring, etc. Here's a closer look at it. There's been a few of these, and then the cross that was shown earlier was there was a few flowers and text written in the stone, which I'm assuming it was not in English, but was memorials or messages to loved ones that have passed away up here, which is pretty sad, and it speaks even more to how unprepared I am. And I was also thinking that I'm just so lucky that I am able to be this fit where I can just casually do a 3.5 hour stroll in the Alps with no training or anything. Super grateful for that. Some people, they wouldn't be able to do this financially or just for health reasons. So I've also been thinking about that as well. Yeah, it's just a really, really pretty hike. There's the village, the little village I'm staying in. I bet there's 15 or 20 people that live there. I think there's more cows that live there than there is people, which is fun. I was making fun of a cow earlier because he had some big balls, and I think he understood what I was saying because he started mooing at me pretty intensely. Then his friend started walking towards me, and I was outnumbered. I only can take on one cow at a time, not two. So I had to dip behind a car. Yeah. All right. See you guys later. Just one last view of this is a little drop off, so it's kind of nice. Yeah. Wow. And there's the village, the little village down there. That river is kind of reminds me of Alaska, even though I've never been there. Gotta be careful with this one, but I think I consider this a great scenic piss. I should post this for the scenic pisses, but I have no one to take a picture of me pissing, unfortunately. I can set this up, but it's a lot of work. I don't want to get popularity from girls from me peeing. I'd rather get it for my personality. That doesn't look very nice at all. I just heard a massive thunder boom that way. Lasted for about 20 seconds, and it looks, from the signs of it, that it's raining. So I gotta book it down. I have about 15 minutes till I get down. Can make it 10. I'm good on trails. I'm good at things. All I wanted in life was the in these trees right here. Oh my gosh. Imagine how nice and lovely that would have been. Just, ooh. That's what I've been waiting for, a place to, the whole trip, because it's just the most peaceful thing. You can literally just sit there, so relaxed, and take everything in. I could risk it. However, it kind of feels like the storm is blowing this way, but it hasn't moved much for a little bit, so maybe it's struggling to get across the valley. But it'd be cool if I don't know if I can do that. I don't want to get soaked, especially since I'm traveling tomorrow and just backpacking across Europe. And if my sweats got soaked, these babies ain't drying for a little bit. They'd make my whole bag wet. I already need to do laundry because when I was in Amsterdam, I wore the same underwear and clothes for like 3 days straight. It was gnarly. One more thing, if I was still up there, I'd be cold as hell. How much wind is blowing right now? Yeah, it is blowing and it's starting to rain. I made perfect timing. I'm getting cold. If I was up there now, I'd be hating life. It's getting wet and cold. Made it to my bed. I made it about 20 minutes before it started. Let's go. Perfect time. Busting them down might be perfect timing. Yeah, right now I'm just chilling. I think I will start journaling a little bit to catch up because I'm far behind. I've been journaling on here on the camera, but it's not the same as a notebook. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, we'll see. I'm most likely just got to eat a protein bar for dinner and breakfast. So I think my next meal is going to be on the train tomorrow. What up? Finally stopped raining. It was super cozy in my little upstairs dorm by myself, listening to all the rain. It got cold. I didn't bring a sweatshirt because I didn't think I had room for it. Turns out I got quite a bit of extra room in my bag, I think, because everything's compressed when I walk around a lot, so it creates more space, obviously. As you can see, it rained quite a bit. The rivers, you guys can probably hear it from where I'm at. I just walked up a few hundred yards from where that last scene was from. It was super pretty, but yeah, the water's picked up, and I'm glad it stopped raining before nighttime so I could see that. But I don't think sure I was gonna say, I don't know. Anyways, that was kind of what I hiked up earlier. A little bit to the right through those trees is where I went, but that's the ridge I was kind of thinking about going up. The White Cap, or the Snowy Mountains. So it's a good thing I didn't go up there, because I have tennis shoes and sweats on and a windbreaker, so I would be freezing my tail off if I went up there. And yeah, I would have got rained on. It would have been horrible. I think I'm gonna do a little more exploring because the sun doesn't set till like 10:30, and yeah, I might as well since we're here. I was thinking about getting a good night's sleep. I think I'll still get a good night's sleep anyways because I think I'm gonna be tired and there's not gonna be much to do, and there's no charger by my bed, so I can't just mindlessly scroll on Instagram. Thank God. But yeah, this is the other side of the canyon from where I'm staying. There's where I'm staying. Super pretty, really lush. Got some flowers. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear this. The ringing of the bells. But that's the cows. They just got released since it stopped raining, and they're all running around. So all the big bells on their necks are very loud, but it's kind of fun. You can see some more bears. You can see some more cows. I figured out how to zoom too. More cows over there. Probably not the best quality, but yeah, cows are running. King of the world. Oh, there's a nice waterfall right there. Whoa! Whoa! That was hard doing for my first time on camera. Am I upside down? No. That was hard doing. Even though no one's around me, I still have some social anxiety from doing that. That's okay. We're only going to get better at it, and that's really what matters. The sunset. Oh my gosh. The bad thing is my camera is about to die. I went through 100% today. I guess I was just doing so much vlogging today for you guys that it's dying. Man, I love the sound of running water. I found a little friend, a little slug. What's up, buddy? It's a big one too. I mean, it's almost the size of my finger. He's pretty thick though. Thicky Madoo. Bang. Oh. Yeah. Wildlife, we love it. I do like this area. There's a lot of green on this side. A lot of plants. A lot of trees. That side is rock and grass. Until you get down there, it's pretty much. I'm staying above tree line, living above tree line right now. And I didn't drink a lot of water before this, and then I realized when I trained right up, I was like, oh shit! Like if I get altitude sickness, it's gonna be cooked. So I chugged a lot of water. So let's hope I don't get altitude sickness. But I've been drinking a lot of water since. And yeah, I was like 9,000 feet elevation, so it wasn't crazy. I'm used to that. This is Colorado boy. What up? Good morning. It's like 7:30. I kind of just risked it for the biscuit. This is the view in the morning. Super pretty. Doesn't take it all in on the camera, of course. But I risked it for the biscuit, slept in. I was like, not walking. Screw that. I was cold. Thanks, Dad. Should have definitely brought a sweatshirt. I just started like putting my head under the covers and breathing to create warmth. Yeah, but I got a taxi coming. Unfortunately, I kept having restless dreams all night about having to ride down. I guess the ride down is a taxi, but it's not worth missing the Glacier Express because I reserved my seat and I didn't have to book another night. So I just got a taxi. Probably gonna meet him at the gate just in case he can't get through. Yeah, it's a brisk morning. Probably the coldest I've been all trip. I've been hot all trip, so it's kind of nice to have this refreshing air, clean air, rather than the big cities. Here's the stream. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.